Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure, where today we are finishing a 3-day long project to build the ultimate, what is it, a Shulker farm in the end, following a guide from a channel called the Archivists? I think it's supposed to be the Archivists. Because archivists isn't a word. Pretty sure they say the archivists right at the beginning. It's not relevant. It's not. Link in the description. But today we've actually got to get a shulker to the farm, and in order to do that, we need a lot of railroads, as well as some other things, but we're going to start with railroads. That's sort of the most important thing, and one of the tips that they give is you can actually, if you don't want to use powered mined carts and redstone blocks, you don't have to, you know, you absolutely do have the option, and should consider pursuing the option to just use a minecart train sort of a thing. What do they call it? It's like it's a minecart with furnace. My brain's not working properly. I don't know why I can't words today. I'm trying to words today here, folks. Also, did y'all notice the dispensers in here? We needed droppers last episode, so that doesn't really matter one way or the other. We needed one dropper, and we don't even know if it's going to work properly. Let's build some railroads. So right now, we've got 25 of these, and we've got 39 of these, and I think we're going to need a lot more than that, and we're going to build a lot more than that. In fact, we're probably going to build a lot more than what we actually need, just so we don't have to come back here with our tail between our legs and sorrow in our hearts, having realized that we've not made enough. We're in fact going to make a lot, and in fact, we're probably going to leave a lot of it here. We're going to take with us, I'm going to say 4 stacks of railroads. That ought to be enough. The 25 gold, like the powered ones, will probably be enough as well. But just in case it isn't, should we just go ahead and make some more? Yeah, we'll make what? There we go. We got 64 from now and then some. And a mess. We've got a mess. I've made a mess. I've inadvertently made a mess, but it's my own fault for just, like, right-clicking like a lunatic. Or shift-left-clicking, I guess, is the real fault. We've still got the 41 scaffolding, because to be blunt, I don't really know what I did wrong there, but I know I did something wrong, and we're going to try to figure it out. It's going to manifest when this thing doesn't work later on in the episode. You know, we'll know what we did wrong. Now, the other recommended is potions of invisibility, so we can actually sneak up next to these guys without them attacking us, which is pretty clever. And potions of invisibility, we're going to go ahead and make the maxed out ones naturally, but a regular one requires a fermented spider eye and a potion of night vision, which is just awkward, and then golden carrot. These are all queued up and ready to go, I believe, with awkward potions. We might actually have potions of invisibility somewhere around in here. Or night vision. We do. We're not gonna waste those, though. We're gonna make a fresh batch. And some of you might have just heard downstairs something amazing happen. Let's set these 2 up. We're gonna make 6 of these. Splash potion of yeah, this thing just went off. Splash potion of healing in order to make sure we don't accidentally destroy the shulker was also recommended. So I might make a couple of those. And then the final thing that was recommended here, I'm having a look at the video one more time. Oh, regen instead of healing. Well, I think we've got healing potions that we don't use for anything else. So we'll just use those. We'll make some more because, gosh darn it, I like the concept of having these. We just never actually use them is the only issue. So to ferment a spider eye, I think you had to come out. Yeah, you got to add it. Mushrooms for some reason. I get it. Yeah, it's like you're making a SCOBY, right? You got to have some sort of a fungus. I really wouldn't call it. I mean, I understand. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Okay, and apparently you do have to use the brown mushrooms for whatever reason. But here we go. And then final thing we will need is the redstone to give us a bit of a buff. I'm assuming this does something with instant health potions as well, does it not? What do you do with instant... Oh, you can make them splash. That's what we actually need to do anyway, so that we can actually deposit them onto the thing if it accidentally takes damage, or we accidentally damage it in some sort of a way. Want these to explode as we throw it at them. And then these we want to boost. Extend our runtime to 8 minutes each. Gotta remember to take off our armor. Messed that up last time. Didn't do that last time. Gotta do that properly this time. Like a stone cutter. I think we're going to try to use some various end blocks for this procedure, for this project. But there we go. Potions of invisibility. We got plenty of... Oh, you know what we don't have that we absolutely need and that we no longer have room for now? Let's go ahead and throw this down in the clutter crate. And then we were going to get some rail cars, right? Or at least one minecart, because that's needed. There we go. And in fact, you know what? We might ought to bring 2. Just in case. Because I'm sort of foreseeing a world where this goes poorly for us, and it goes flying off. Oh, and we also need something called an activator rail. I've never built one of these before. I've never needed one before, but today's a new day. Activator rails. Got 6 of the darn things. And then maybe a lever or a button or 2. Honestly, the most stressful part of all this for me is the idea that it might not work. That we've gone through all this effort. We've got all these different items. We're going to get over there. We're going to activate the thing. We're actually going to get the guy. I'm concerned. You can see why I've kind of put this off. Why we put it on the sign last month, and we're just now in June. 3 days into June getting done, because it's such a project. The build is complicated, and I still think we did something wrong. So there's that, and then there's all these other little steps you got to take. You got to try to get the guy in there, and then my heart is sore with the idea that we're going to build this thing, and we're going to activate it, and it's just not going to do anything, and nothing's going to happen, and I'm not going to be able to figure out what I did wrong, and we're going to spend hours of our life trying to figure, like, backtrack, taking it apart layer by layer, putting it back together, having the same amount of scaffolding left over, not really comprehending where we've gone wrong, and then ultimately it's just going to kind of start working. We have to wonder, well, did we fix it, or did we just not wait long enough last time? And we're not going to know the answer to that question. It's sort of an unknown variable. Well, I like that you can see the structure from here, but I don't like how the island itself looks with all the different torches. It looks sickly. It looks ill. Like it sustained some sort of an injury. Need to light it up a little bit more consistently. We can build the place up. We can make it look a little nicer. There she is, though. There. It looks better once you get close and the real chunks load in. It's not quite as splotchy and sickly looking. But here she is, and we've got to build the railway. Now, I took down the structure I had built around it to allow me to kind of scale it, because I think that was going to get in the way. But now that we're in here, I can hear that the clock is still running. So we just got to transport a guy over here. So why did we come over here when we need to be over there? Let's take off our armor, and let's get out a couple of those potions. We're going to leave some of them in here, but there we go. We're going to have a couple on us. Well, we're going to have one extra one on us. And then to verify, we are now completely invisible. Yep, okay. Very cool, very fun, very exciting. Oh, right, I can't fly. I guess what we need to remember, that's going to be the tricky part, is that we've got to remember that we can't fly, and that's going to make dying very easily. In fact, maybe we ought to be super, like, take a lot of precautions here, be super cautious, and throw down these chests. And then maybe also, because, like, we're going to need some things with us, but not everything. Let's go ahead and inside of here leave that behind. Well, no, we'll bring that with us because we need it for building. I'm going to leave my armor and stuff here. All I'm taking with me, because all I think I'll need, is my pickaxe. And then I'll bring half the food with us. I'll bring 20 steaks and the bread. Hopefully we can get by on just what we've got here. And we are bringing the clutter crate because it's got the potions and everything. And the reason I'm turning back off the UI is because it's weird not having a hand. This actually looks strange, and for whatever reason, this is disorienting. I'm used to seeing my hand in Minecraft, and not seeing it, but still having the cursor is more disorienting than just having it off. This feels more natural to me. This feels more right. So, as we approach this thing, rather than stumbling off the edge... Well, son of a gun, we left all of our building materials back here. That was stupid. I'm bringing this so that we can right-click on it. In an emergency, we can very quickly put it back on and not die, not fall to our death. Nice big fat bridge that we can get across if we need to. Do I need to not have an object in my offhand? Is that going to be obvious? I actually don't know. We'll throw some of these in here because we don't need them all. And then we'll just keep an open offhand. And we just got to find a guy. That's all we got. I mean, there's a couple right here. This could be easy. I've never done it before. I guess first things first, will they see me if I hold this? No. Okay. So what if I just put a minecart under him? Will he get, like, sucked into it? No. It's the answer to that question. I was told to be on the lookout for one that is possibly on a corner, because the minecart can do I was told in the video. Like, no one told me this. It was just a comment in the video. I want to be clear. I want to be abundantly clear on my sources here. I am still invisible, yes. But if you can find one on a roof, like on a corner... What's up, buddy? Oh, he's shooting at me, isn't he? Is he not? He can't see me. I'm invisible. Surely he's not. I don't like this. It sounds like they know I'm here. If they're on a corner, almost like right here, what you can do is the minecart will do a turn and it'll collect him in the minecart. So what I was going to do was I was going to use a stone cutter. Well, that's not a stone cutter. Oh, goodness. There's a plummeting depth, death, and destruction. I was going to build some of these. I was going to build some of these. And I figured those would be good because I don't think they can stick to the bottom of those, and they won't stick to the top of them once we have minecarts. Is he looking at me? Does he know I'm here? Do they just do this? Do they just, like, make these noises at one another? Maybe it has nothing to do with my presence. Maybe I'm, like, being paranoid. Nope. Tell me that's not being directed at me. That's absolutely being directed. Is it because I'm holding it in my hand? Can he see that? Stop it. Stop this right now. Stop these hostilities. Stop. Leave me alone. I have no armor. Problem is, I don't even think that getting him inside the boat's gonna help. Like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna keep doing this nonsense. Does he know I'm here if I'm not holding anything? Okay, so he's not looking at me right now. Probably because I'm not holding anything. But as soon as I change that, right? As soon as we switch back to holding this, does he know that I'm here? Kinda hard to tell. Okay, so far so good. Look at us go! Okay. Didn't think that through, though, was the only problem. Because, like, yeah, now we got him. Great. What are we doing with him? Do you think they take fall damage in these? If I just do that, do you think he'll like, die? No. He's alive. Guess who didn't have on a, Yeah. Oh, shoot. Do I know where that egg went? No. No, I don't know where that egg went. Am I gonna worry about it right now? I mean, I could. I'm not in any rush. It's not like the end is currently loaded. I'm a little embarrassed that I just did the Micah, though. Well, no, it's not that bad. Okay, it's not that bad, because Micah, he actually had on an elytra. So, it was still worse for him. Where did the egg go? In the tree? Really? We don't have time to worry about that right now. We know where the egg is, we just gotta remember to get it in the future. Where did our fella end up? There he is. And look at all my stuff on the ground. Oh, I'm not invisible anymore. Ooh. Hold on. Wait, this could end really poorly if I get hit. Hold on, wait just a darn second here. Let me just, keep moving. Stay away. How far do those things travel? Uh-oh. Oh, geez, they're coming at me from every angle. They just keep going. They don't seem to stop. There's no end. I know that we can, like, take a stand and sort of bat at them. But there it is, there's my other potion. I kind of don't want to have both elytra on me at the moment, but at the same time, you know what is life without a little risk here and there? Ah, you son, oh, they got me! They got me! Okay, I am invisible. I cannot be seen. Well, now I can. Gosh darn it. They shouldn't see me anymore. Oh, my elytra. I forgot about the elytra. Okay. Yeah. Let's get these blocks and get out of here. You can go drop some stuff off. Boop. Okay. Everything's a mess. Get rid of some of these blocks. Store elytra 2 back in here. We'll keep regular elytra with us. Okay, and back off you go. Although, we're keeping you in the offhand. Should we really start over here with the creature? Ought not we... Oh, gosh, hold on. Ought not we just start somewhere else? Let's see. I keep finding little things left over here. No, I'm not wearing anything. You don't know that I'm here. There's no I'm invisible. I've got nothing on my body and I'm holding nothing in my hand. How do you know that I'm here? Stop that. Stop it. Get some help. We'll have to figure out how to actually, like, push him onto the track. You know what? I think we're gonna be alright. I think we're gonna be fine. We just gotta be diligent about breaking these and then working fast enough to make sure that there's never more than, like, one of them in the air at a time. He's a nuisance, though, isn't he? He is quite the nuisance. This is an irritation. This is an irritation is what this is. Oh, my gosh. Stop it! Oh, no, one of them got me from behind! Put that back on. Oh, it didn't even help. No! Where did that one come from? There's got to be more than one of these guys. Put it back on. There we go. All right. How am I not invisible? I've taken a potion to be invisible. I need you out of the way, buddy. Thank you. Starting to think that 4 stacks of tracks aren't actually going to be enough. That's what I'm starting to realize. It's unfortunate. There's no real rhyme or reason to where I'm placing the boosters. It's kind of just all about the vibes, honestly, at the end of the day. Yeah, we're going to run out of rails, though, by the way. I'm aware, and I wanted to make sure that everyone else knew that I was aware that we're going to run out of the rails. And that's okay. We got 16 rails left. We can always just add more booster rails and use the... Actually, that's not a bad idea. We use more booster rails to make up for the fact that we're running out of other types of rails. This is going to be all boosters, all the way up. I think we got to get it level with that thing, and we need to do it before we get close to it, so that there are no blocks that the Shulkers can like teleport to on this structure. So we got to go up with it, and then transition over to using the slabs. Okay, so I think that if we carry it up here like that, this is going to be such a messy looking build from a distance as well. Fortunately, once the Shulker's in there, we don't need the track anymore. Not that I'm going to take it down, because I don't know, we might actually need it again in the future. In case things, don't work out and we need another Shulker. And yeah, I know we don't need these all to be redstone blocks. That's actually incredibly wasteful, because one redstone block will activate up to, I think 9 tracks away is what we've determined. We can take all this down later. We're not hurting for redstone back home. I'm not too pressed on it. But from that point forward, that should be enough momentum to carry us on, using the end stone slabs in an up position like this. Now, they could still, I think, spawn onto the top of these, but there will be rails, and the rails will dissuade them from doing so. I think the final thing we need is going to be an activator track, because for some reason, when they hit that, they'll abandon the minecart, according to the video tutorial linked in the description. But that ought to do it. It'll hit that, and then they'll teleport into here. Hopefully. So the last thing we need now is to stop doing that, because that's going to get us hurt real bad. We got to go get them on the track, and we got to get them coming this way. So for that, we're going to take another potion of invisibility. It's worked so well up until now. And then it actually recommends healing them before sending them through. I don't know why we would do that. Maybe there's a possibility they will take a lot of damage during this. Getting them on the track is the only part I'm even slightly concerned about now. That might end up being a little tricky. I don't know if Endermen are going to wander onto the rails. I know most mobs in the overworld will avoid the rails. That Enderman didn't walk on them just now, so we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. This, you know what? This is giving me an idea to make a bridge from the end islands to the center island, and somehow do that and have like a railroad and maybe even an ice road all leading back to these islands. I think that would be cool. So I'm not being attacked yet, which I think is a good sign. It definitely knows that I'm here, though, which is fantastic. Why does it know that I'm here? I am invisible. Does invisibility just not actually work? Shoot. How do I get that onto the track? Is there a trick to this that I'm not aware of? Can I just, there we go. Okay. It's kind of on the track now. Stop it. Straight ahead and on the track now. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. We gotta nudge it forward, but it's not moving. You gotta go, buddy. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Never heard the words impossible this time. There's no point in not wearing the elytra, is there? If this thing's just going to be able to shoot us anyway, is there really any point in trying to avoid that? We should have used a powered rail, I'm realizing, for this. Didn't think about that. Excuse me. I'm trying to break these without damaging this guy. Did you just shoot yourself, bud? Is that what just happened? Okay. He should be ready to go now. We just got to activate the rail he's on. Ah, darn it. I want to throw out there, you've all been watching. You've all seen that we've been invisible and not holding things in our hands or on our bodies, and he's still noticing us. It's definitely sitting on an activator, rail. So why is it not going? Can you not push another cart that's got an entity in it? Is that the secret here? We did bring a second minecart for emergencies, and I'm thinking that maybe what we can do is put another minecart behind this minecart and then have it, bumper it. Is that... Hold on, Ow. Did I put... Is that inside of here? We're not in a good way in terms of health. We're not doing too hot. What did I do with that other minecart? What? Where is it? It's not here. I don't see it here. And I don't see it down here. So did I not actually get a second one? Or did we lose it earlier when we died and I didn't pick it up? I feel like I would have noticed that, but we definitely don't have a second minecart. I don't want to have to go back home just to get another minecart. It's not in here, and it's not in here. So I don't know what I was thinking. I wonder if these guys can hear me approaching. Is that the problem? If I, like, walk really slowly, or even, like, sneak, do you think he won't notice me? So far, so good. I can't make this thing go. Oh, son of a gun. All right. Fine, you know what? We're gonna take back. We're gonna put the elytra back on. We're gonna take the backup elytra home because it's making me nervous being here. We're gonna get another minecart. We're gonna come back. This is exactly the sort of thing I anticipated. Just some nonsense problem. Check this out, right? We gotta repair this thing. What we can do is we can, like, wear it. Okay, so we got elytra 2 on now, and then we can just disenchant these leather pants, and then elytra 2 fully restored to health. See what I was talking about earlier? You see in the previous episode I was talking about we're going to hold on to these for moments where we need... Yeah, and then we just throw it away. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to make 3 additional minecarts, just so we have, like, the best odds possible of this working. I'm also going to leave behind the 3 of these, and on we go. Invisibility? Ha! Useless. You know what? Should have put back on the other elytra. Think about it? That's on me. So I no longer have invisibility. And I'm not going to worry about it, because it's not like it's helped at all at any point. We're leaving the elytra on. I might go put all of my armor back. Well, no, I won't, because it's got thorns. And I don't want to be dealing damage to this guy. He's supposed to be my boy. He's supposed to be kickstarting this brand new era of Howdy Folks Minecraft 2025 content, okay? We got to get this guy moving, though. Got to get this guy moving. Something I've thought about. Maybe that redstone block's in the way. We're going to go ahead and move it. We got to be quick, though. We got to be quick about everything that we do here. Because this guy, he's waiting to strike at every opportunity. Here he goes. He's taking a little peek out. Go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're going. Now we're moving. I mean, we could take the one behind him and just kind of follow along. But we're not going to do that. We are going to swoop up here ahead of him. Because we're supposed to heal him before he goes in for some reason. I don't know why. But we've got the splash potion of healing here, and we're going to try to, like, time this such that as it's approaching, we hit him. Here we go. All right, are we ready? Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Here we go. Don't get scared now. Boom! Pretty sure we nailed it. And so what should happen is it hits that rail and goes into the contraption. And it did! And somehow I still got hit. It's literally finished. This shouldn't be happening. And what? Now, what did I do to you, buddy? Wait a second, hold on. Literally, what if I don't have a weapon to defend myself? What am I supposed to do about this? Well, we're gonna fly away for one thing, but what did I do to that guy? I just got here. Is he gonna come over here? That's where my stuff is. I think he might be unloaded now. I hope these guys are persistent. Okay, here we go. Give me back all my armor. There we go. Got my sword now, and I'm at the ready. Let's head up here. And see whether or not... Oh, I forgot to take those blocks down. Those aren't supposed to be here. Those gotta go. Because those could actually lead to problems with the machine not working properly if he decides to, like, teleport onto them. So yeah, we gotta get rid of those. But then those aside, I'm not really sure how this thing works other than they are going to try to, like, teleport all the way up, and then they die. Something along those lines. So, how do I get inside of here? It's a trick. It's a trick every time. Hold on. You know what? It's easier to just break this one and then do this. There we go. Is it working? Is that him right there? Is he supposed to be there? Oh, he's hitting himself. It must be working. Can we... Is there anything in the chests? We can actually just go check the chests. I mean, just after going through all that effort to get in there, we can actually just leave. And, I mean, so far nothing's happened. That doesn't mean it's not working, though. Right? Like, it might be working. I don't know if he's supposed to be shooting at me. I don't know if he's supposed to be there. I don't know if this thing's working. I don't think it's working. I think we messed up. Because I don't think he's supposed to be where he's at right there. I'm almost positive. Ah! Well, that's fine. I don't think he's supposed to be... I mean, I actually don't know what's supposed to be happening, actually. I'm not going to mess with anything. I think what I am going to do, though, is I'm just going to be patient. We're going to go back inside of the viewing chamber. If I can get back in there. There we go. Close the door. And, is he supposed to be shooting himself? I'm going to watch the video and see how it operates. Hey! I don't think he's supposed to be able to hit me from in here. Oh, I forgot about the snow golems! We're supposed to go flip that lever to turn the thing on. Wait a second. There we go. There we are. You hear the sound of snow golems? I do. And somehow we managed to get right in here that time. Okay. It's taking damage. Things are happening. Are they good things? Are they bad things? Something's going on up there too, actually. Apparently you can add more snow golems. I did the minimum, which was 10. And you can add up to 23, and it will be more efficient. But it doesn't scale linearly, and 10 is like the best balance of price to performance. Do I wish I'd added more? I mean, yeah, I didn't realize when I collected the equipment in the first episode of the month that you could do more until I started the build in the second day, and I didn't want to go back and get more snow and pumpkins. Something's happening, though. I mean, you saw that other little floating orb of death come floating out of nowhere, so clearly... Oh, also, he's gone. He's not in the middle anymore. Look at him going up and down like that. I don't know why. Is that supposed to happen? Is it working? It could be working. Oh, he was back for a second. Does he teleport there because that's a good place to sit and then he shoots himself, which potentially duplicates himself? I kind of want to go out there and watch, but at the same time, I don't want to get a hit again. Especially because I don't know how that works with thorns, and I don't want to accidentally kill the guy. We should have... Is there only the one? Actually, I don't know. Is there only one in there, or is it duplicating lots of them? Maybe we should take our armor back off until we know one way or the other. See, this is what we need that non-thorns armor for that I was talking about before. Like the backup set of armor that we can use in these sorts of situations. So far, if it's working, I've got no proof of it. We've yet to get any sort of useful loot out of it. Hold on. How do I get in here? How come sometimes I can get in here real easy, like? Why is it like this? There we go. Okay. Alright. So the rates on this are supposed to be, if we stay in the AFK chamber, how many per hour? Hold food and hold down right-click and click case a Shulker bullet hits. Okay, yeah, no, we can do that. That's fine. The farm should pick up speed within a minute, and we should see stuff at the top. You will have shells coming in soon after. So it takes a while to pick up speed, because it's Oh, I saw another one in there. What are the rates? Oh, shoot. Hold on. What were the rates? Hold on, let me check. By the way, this works in Java 1.17 to 1.21. As far as I know, 0.5 as well. 700 shells per hour playerless if it's chunk loaded. And more if you increase the snow golems to around 900 shells per hour if you have more snow golems. And then with a player AFKing, it's 1100 shells per hour, but I don't know if that counts as well the additional snow golems. There's a lot of noise right now. Sounds like stuff's happening. I kind of want to go look up at the top, because apparently there's stuff to see up there if it's working properly. Oh, heavens, help me. I've made a horrific mistake. We just gotta... Oh, goodness me. Oh, heavens. Where to begin? This is hard mode, and without our armor, we are tiny little fragile shells. Glad I brought Elytra 2 back home. Glad I thought to do that. I wonder if that means that the whole thing's like ground to a halt. Will it kind of resume when I get close? Or do I have to do something to sort of spur it on again? Should I have turned it off when I was done? Should I have, when I left, should I have turned off the snow golems? I don't know. It didn't say so in the video. I guess, you know, normally you find out a lot of additional useful information by reading the comment section on these. Scroll to the comments. Oh, there's changes you have to make in 1.20.5. Well, I didn't know that. It doesn't say 1.21.5. It says 1.20.5. What is that? That's a year ago, so that's not relevant to what we're doing. Oh, you got to make changes to the top of it to increase efficiency. You got to add a sign. I'm watching like another video by another. It's like unlisted. That's apparently alterations that must be made to reach peak efficiency that I didn't know about, that involve adding... Well, you know what? I don't care about it being the most efficient thing in the world. I don't need it to produce 700 shells per second. As long as it works, period. We can come back and do some refinements later. But I just want to see it working, period. So we're going to try to land on the roof this time. And then we'll worry about getting all of our stuff up off the ground where we died. But when we land up here, we should have shulkers. And we do. All right, good. Sounds like it's working. Where did I die? Ah, yes. Cool. Well, it sounds like a lot's happening up there. Switch back out to the proper elytra. And then let's get back into... You know what? You can break a lot of this by just accidentally breaking one of these scaffoldings, and I don't like that. That makes me nervous. Don't know if I trust anyone else being around this thing, and I built it on a server. What if I, like, start here and then I just push forward? Normally when I manage to somehow just, like, scooch in... You know what? There we go. There we go. There we are. Oh, you know, I don't even know why I came back in here, because what I wanted to do was I wanted to go check and see if we'd gotten any shells. Ooh, we got one! Literally one. Okay, well, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, we've got one right now, and I just got back. I'm gonna set a timer for 1 hour. And I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna put all my armor on, but I don't die while I'm away. We should have built a beacon with regeneration. If we built a beacon with regen, all I'd have to do is stand, like, right here with the beacon of regeneration right there, and I'd never have to worry about dying while I'm away. I forgot to put that back. There we go. No matter how many times we just happen to get hit, we'd be fine. I wonder if the trick with armor stands works, like it does in Bedrock. You put an armor stand, it'll hit that instead. Not sure if that works one way or the other. I mean, we don't get hit very often. All right, I'm gonna set a timer for 1 hour, maybe. I'll come back and check periodically, make sure I haven't died, and to feed myself. It said to hold down, like, a right-click with the food. That's what I'll do. Let me see if I've got 8 pieces of meat. I should have more than that. I think I have more downstairs. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'll put something heavy on the right-click for the food. And we're going to go ahead and take however many shells are in there out, like right now, out. So there's 5 in there. There's 2 in there. So we've got 7 shells already. Actually, that's pretty good. And then get back inside of here. And I'm going to set a timer for 1 hour. And then we'll come back and see how it is starting right now. Okay, it's been exactly 30 minutes, and I just remembered that I've got somewhere to be. So I actually could leave it running for longer, and in fact, I might leave it running when I leave. But it's definitely going to be over an hour before I come back to check it. So I thought we would do a 30-minute check-in to see how effective this thing is. It looks like they're still targeting the snowmen, but can't actually reach them. So that's how this thing works. Good to know. Oh, they're not supposed to be there. I didn't really consider how problematic it would be to have a redstone block there. I see now that that might be contributing to poor rates, and I should probably check that real quick. Obviously shouldn't have had that there, or at the very least, should have taken it down immediately. Let's just try to see if we can rush up here and break that block real quick. There we go. So they should go inside of the machine. As if nothing ever happened, everything ought to be good. Now, we're going to be, like, bombarded by these things falling down from the sky. They should go back now to targeting the snowmen, though. That's kind of how this thing works. A full explanation can be found in the video linked in the description. But there's 7 in our inventory from when we first turned the machine on, and now we have almost 2 stacks right here, none there, 48 there. Okay, you know what? I don't think that within the course of an hour we'd get 700 or even close to that much, but there are some alterations that can apparently be made that will make it more efficient, and for now I'm pretty pleased with the results that we've got. Okay, we've got enough here, we got more than enough here to be doing some of the projects that we needed a bunch of these for anyway. And then, like I said, I'm gonna... Oh, dear. They got on the open door. Didn't know they would do that. That's concerning. They really will just try to latch onto anything, won't they? Goodness me. Well, let's try to get back inside. Sometimes it's real easy to get in here, and I don't know why. I've been noticing some get jammed up right there. I've come back in the room to check a couple of times. It looks like just 2 of them. So I'm not too worried about it, but, like, those should be mine, and they're not. Inventory's just about full, though. We're doing fine on steak. I was worried we might run out of steak, but we haven't really eaten all that much. And I'm wondering if we stay back in this corner if it might not be better. But I'm gonna go now! We did it! It does work! 700 per hour? Not quite, but it is working. It's functional. And it looks a bit of alright, to be honest with you. So until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!